Uh, yeah. I'm gonna deal with that later, because as I started recording this, there is a large spider uh crawling on the ceiling here, and so that's gonna be looming over us this entire time. So Day 28. The Craven Court Faction Lore, or redacted at this point, because they could be calling themselves the Nemesis WarBrood. So that also kind of confirms that things that we are seeing are still in the works. Nothing is fully confirmed. So things may change in the future. So just to give a little context of that type of work in progress concept that we are going over through these updates. So, evolving over countless millennia and through the almost constant military campaign and conquest on their home planet Aborios, the Craven Court have perfected the arts of war within their draconian martial culture. Their insectoid appearance can be deceiving at first, leading many to believe them barbaric and crude, base things of rage and slaughter. In contrary to that belief, however, the Craven Court possesses a highly advanced intelligence and fight with iron discipline to uphold and maintain their society against their enemies. Their hives are kept hidden from all outsiders, and it is believed those court members encountered on Valhalla are comprised entirely of a sort of warrior caste. Leveraging their organically bioengineered weapons and abilities, Revna utilizes the Craven Court's unique military tactics on the battlefield to great effect, fainting army compositions and even spawning new reinforcements as the battle unfolds and tactics change to meet the moment. Yeah, these are terrifying. Terrifying in a bad way. Terrifying in the sense that I love the Ironclad. I think that's my favorite faction so far. These class of intelligence? Ew. That's incredibly terrifying and badass. I love that. That is just what? What? This is HeroScape. This thing is gonna be on the battlefield in HeroScape at some point in our lifetime. Wow. That's a thing. That's some kind of drone thing. That doesn't even look humanoid. That's nothing. I don't know what that is. I hope that's a squad of something. I hope there's squads of those. I don't even know how that's supposed to stand on a base. No idea. That's holding a gun. How are these things holding guns? I understand they're supposed to be intelligence. Jet engines on bugs was something I don't think I ever needed, but here we are. I wouldn't. Okay, that's. Yeah, it's getting closer. Okay. Oh, that's a slug thing. That's the face. That's a face. Oh, that's the whole body. Oh. I don't know what I don't know which direction this thing is supposed to be facing, okay? But it's whatever that is. Whatever that is. Okay, so we got some kind of tribal insectoid. That when they're just all floating. They're all powerful characters, because if they're floating, they're powerful. And I've said that before, and I'm gonna keep going. He's holding a gun down like, this thing's too heavy. I can't even hold this thing. Then why are you holding it, son? What are we doing? What are we doing? What? Huh? These I like the tag says up here. I don't know if I could zoom in, but it says nightmares come true, and this is. Are those supposed to be eggs? No. No, God, no. God, no. I hope whatever I return to next is gonna be way, less disgusting than that. Day 29, a living tide of death and destruction. The Oathbound are the Craven Court's vanguard shock troops, rushing ahead of the main attack force to overwhelm defenses and locate weaknesses to exploit during the main advance. Their adaptive strategies allow them to modify their unit composition based on real-time assessments of the enemy, sometimes spreading out across the battlefield as smaller units of Oathbound legionnaires, swarming across and over the battlefield to engage multiple adversaries, distracting them from the Craven Court reinforcements close behind. Other times, the Oathbound will gather together into an Oathbound phalanx, placing their sheer weight and number together against a single weak point and shatter their opposition in a massive hammer blow of razor-sharp teeth and deathly talons. The Oathbound Legionnaires is a unique squad, meaning there's at least 3, maybe 4 figures here, but there's 3 of them on the actual, like, thing, the base. There's like 3 of them on the base, on one base, and there's gonna be like 3 or 4 of those bases with 3 or 4 of them on there. That's totally new. That's beyond, like, how do you do that? And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we could just like combine, we can just like morph into a tide of disgusting bugs called the Oathbound phalanx. I'm blown away. I don't, like, god damn. God damn. Look at that. What am I how big is this? How big are these guys? These guys remind me of the bugs from Cloverfield. Those terrified me when I saw that movie for the first time. Terrified me because in that representation of that film, once you got bitten by one of their bugs, I don't know what happened other than the fact that maybe blood rushed to your head and then your head exploded. Why? I don't know. Ask them. But if this is no, thank you. No, thank you. You have a good day, sir. Good day. Before we get to this this next day, I just wanted to reiterate here of how amazing Age of Annihilation has been an impact on, I think, our lives. This next post is a big post, don't get me wrong. And I think what's the bigger impact here, other than what the figure is and what it's all about, but the day number. Day number 30. 30. HeroScape has been gone out of our lives in the sense of it being released. I didn't really look into that kind of stuff when I was a kid. I just happened to go to the store or see a commercial for new stuff, and we picked it up. And then I would ask for my birthday, would ask for Christmas, I would get it, I'd be so excited, and then after a very long time of me not playing it, or my friends not playing it, or whatever the case may be, I had stopped playing, and then later on, I found the HeroScape's website, and so on and so on. And now that it's officially in the works of coming back, and we're going to be getting new stuff, and everything's been so fantastic, and we're here on day 30 since this release of concept art, and they've been releasing stuff I mean, it's been much longer. This is just day 30 of concept art. And I'm just just reflecting on the idea that, wow, I would have never expected that we would be getting this so soon. The amount of information that they've been giving us is incredibly overwhelming, and I've been trying to keep up as much as I can. So, let me introduce yourselves to Queen Maladrix. To step down from her throne ensures the devastation for her rivals. Queen Maladrix, the Conqueror, is the living manifestation of the Craven Court's utter hatred of their enemies. Her mere presence on the battlefield represents dark omens to her enemies. As the Craven Court's harbinger of doom, Queen Maladrix's sheer size allows her to tower over opponents, slicing apart attackers with ease and unleashing a whirlwind of fury and death in the center of the Craven Court's battle line. As a member of the royal house, Queen Maladrix, the Conqueror, is able to spawn a brood around her on the battlefield, initially hiding the scale of her forces. Then overwhelming enemies with a horde of skittering carnage, while quickly expanding her power across the war host. Well, now we know where Nemesis WarBrood came from. Oof. Ah, man. That is terrifying. I'm really glad they chose to cover up this. Because that is terrifying. That's cool. I like this face. That looks like a king face, though. But so I don't understand why they would change it. That to me looks, well, it's also very jagged, but I like that big smile. I'm a big smile guy. This is more of like a snare type of, you know. That is just, oh god, it's like moth terrifying. They originally were gonna go with wings. Does it still have wings? No, it doesn't. No, okay, good. Why would they? Don't make that fly. That thing can't fly. It's too big. There's no way that thing flies. Don't allow something that spawns stuff to fly. That is terrifying. How big of a battlefield do you want me to build for this to actually function? This is huge. Huge. Day 31. The apples don't fall from the tree. Queen Maladrix the Conqueror never attends the war-torn battlefields of Valhalla without her festering honor guard. Wherever Maladrix stalks, her guards are close at hand, throwing themselves at anyone or anything that would even consider bringing harm to their queen. Bred for carnage by the queen herself, the festering honor guard is equipped to aggressively range out from the queen in pursuit of any attackers, and when necessary, kill or be killed in her service. To further strike fear and terror in her would-be enemies, Maladrix the Conqueror uses her enemies as hosts to prepare and expand her host of festering honor guards, creating awkward situations for the Craven Court's adversaries when their closest allies suddenly and violently burst apart in front of their eyes, to reveal more skittering creatures to bring death upon those who would dare oppose the Craven Court. Okay, we have an alien. We have a xenomorph situation over here, and now I am done. I'm done. Okay, we're done. We're done. You're done. I'm taking care of you right now. Where's that flamethrower? Where's the tape? Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's taken care of. Okay, now it's crawling back up. I vacuumed that. How did it? Festering honor guard. These. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't know. Why is it having a long neck now? I don't like the long neck. I like that though. That looks cool. That looks cool. I like that. I like the oh, it was like pillbug like design where it's like kind of like rolled up in like a shell. I like that a lot. Oh, I guess it is. Is it? Oh, these are different shapes. Wait, is the Festering Honor Guard a squad of 2? Because I hope it's a squad of 2. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. But the fact that they're a unique squad and you can keep bringing them back through killing your enemies. You would have to rush them in, have one die, have the other one kill, have it bring it back, and then just have it keep going back and forth. So you kill one. You're like, but then again, it's like if this army was going after, let's say, I don't know, Marrow. Okay, when there's like 9, 10 of them or whatever, or even probably a better example, being orcs, and Grimnak is coming over and just chomping these things bit by bit. I guess, I mean, Grimnak can only chomp him once, but what if he just kills the other one? I don't know. So I'm hoping there's more than 2. This entire faction so far seems like it has to be like a big hive and big, like almost seems like it should be bigger than the Morrow in the sense where it's like these things can keep coming back, but the way they come back is different. So I hope there is, this opening for more Horde armies, because I love that. I love my Horde armies. I enjoy the Morrow. It's one of my favorite factions in all of HeroScape. I love playing an all Morrow army. And so I'd be really excited to play with the Queen and having her Horde and them going out and replicating, and then she replicates more, and so there's like, you have all this death and destruction, but then they keep coming back. Especially having a hive on the go type of situation is a dream for me. So it'd be so much fun. So I'm just praying that that's the case. But yeah, excuse me, I gotta drink for this. Okay. None shall resist the will of Ukar. Happy Friday. See everyone. I'm not saying it. I hate saying it. I don't like saying it. That is Raylan riding a Manticore, and she is fighting for Ukar. We did it. We did it. Why are we getting that pose, by the way? Why is that not a pose? That is dope. That is dope. Could we get a stretch goal as an alternate? Can we get that as an alternate? Because that is awesome. I don't mind this. I don't mind the double base here, but... Whoa. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, look at that battle. Look at that battle armor! She ain't protecting shit anymore. She is ready to go out and take heads. Let's go! Wow! Wow! Look at that! Man, I gotta say, few things I'm excited for with this one. A couple possibilities. Could she still have her defense aura? Yes or no? I want to say no. I don't want that defense aura anymore. I want that aura to be switched to either an attack aura, or she takes away 2 defense. Okay. So I know the balanced or the better version of Raylan, which is from Fourm in the Mirror, which is probably what this character is coming from, is probably would be taking 1 defense away if we had to make a balanced character. But not everybody is playing by the Mike Schrover or the Oreo balanced ranking system that he has, where most game modes ban Raylan from Rise of the Valkyrie. So, dev team, if you could, have a situation where this Raylan, this version of Ukar Raylan, takes away 2 defense from an aura that is exactly the same from the Rise of the Valkyrie version of Raylan, so that one person could take Raylan and the other can take anti-Raylan, and we can have a negative effect of it does jack nothing. And they would balance each other out perfectly like all things should be. Please. Please. That would be such a glorious thing. Now, granted, there are characters that are out there with only 1 defense, and that would be terrible for them. But we cannot undo the effects of Rise of the Valkyrie, and that thing still exists, and people still play with that. So could we, for the love of God, for the love of Ukar, could we get an aura that takes away 2 defense? I would hate that. Don't get me wrong, I would hate that, but you would have to play with her very differently. You could not have her sit back anymore. She is a brute force. She has to be pushed into battle in order for her ability to really kick in. And that would be so much fun. Playing this type of character of Raylan so differently. You have Jandar Raylan sitting over here and going, I will to protect you all, and holy mother of God! And then it just comes, this other version of her just comes right at you and just decimates everything and whatever army you take. So yeah. And what do we got? Double flying? What is this? Why does it have to have wings too? What do we get? Can she jump off of it? Does it double the height? What kind of new mechanic we got here? Why does that also need to have wings? It doesn't, but I guess it makes sense because if you want her to be riding this thing, because it seems like all of the OG characters are riding something or have some kind of flight ability, except for Q10, unless he has some kind of big jump thing. I don't know. Anywho, that is fantastic. This was an amazing. I thought it was Runa. I was actually truly thinking that this was Runa at first, and then everyone was just saying, "Oh, it looks like Raylan. She looks like the one from the, the original, cartoon, commercials, and her staff's the same and all that, and making comparisons." And like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm like, cool, awesome. So I'm impressed. I like it. Just, I don't know. Just gonna throw this out there. Just gonna, like, casually throw. Show me the cards. Hashtag show me the cards. Thank you. Here we go. Back to the Cap Socrates corner of the internet. So, HeroScapers.com, and we got... Oh, Anatar. Anatar's chiming in here. Okay. All right. Nice. And what in God's name is that, and why? We've already gotten a full shot of the spider in the bottom right. I'd have posted it then if I had known its relevance. Chris, why are you posting stuff that isn't in the news and updates? Huh? What is that? What's the deal with that? Why am I finding pictures and information about the game through that I didn't know about that isn't on, like, the direct news and updates? Honestly, all joking aside, like, I know you guys want to have conversations and show people stuff, like, in the Discord chat, or the Discord chat, but if there is any type of news and updates, like other concept art like this, that definitely, I feel, should be in the news and updates. I don't think anything should be hidden. I shouldn't have to scroll through thousands of messages to find gems like this. So just try to keep that in mind for the future. Just, like I said, I hope at some point you guys have a website for HeroScape Age of Annihilation, and all of this stuff is going to be on there. They have a concept art page. You guys have a store. You guys have a chat section. You guys have suggestions. You have this big website, and we can all go. Everything's going to be on that website. Unless you guys are willing to buy HeroScapers.com and then revamp it, and then you guys can do it on there, whichever the case. But I'm glad that I go through this, because I don't have time to go through thousands of messages to find stuff, because I don't know if it's there or not. So once again, to Anatar and Cassoptertes and everyone that's on the HeroScapers.com website that is putting this stuff together, thank you so much, because, like I said, I don't have time to do it, to go through all of it. I'm so glad you guys are lurking in the background finding this stuff. But for the future, dev team, Avalon, please keep things to the news and updates only, just so that all of us can try to keep up, because it's a lot easier to keep up. But how is this in scale? How? That's a joke. This is a joke. You can't. That's embiggen. I love how it says that. Click to embiggen. Embiggen. That's. Can we honestly? How's this? Instead of you have small, medium, large, huge, and instead of having like the next one be enormous, it's embiggen. How's that? Dadscaper, personal designer note. You are all finally witnessing a faction captioned by the HeroScape veteran Sky Knight. I don't know where he's active here. Okay, cool. So Sky Knight is in charge of the Craven court, or the, I wrote it down here, Nemesis WarBrood. Whichever name they choose, either one sounds amazing to me. Heritage Engineer says, given the Craven court has hives, can we expect them to operate like an ant colony with designated workers and soldiers? Sam chimes in with saying, expect a very hierarchical structure. Chris says, as me too. So yeah, very like kings, queens, that sort of stuff. Cap is back here. I thought this was interesting from the Discord server on August 25th. Oh, okay, so we're going back. We're going back in time. TierNextX asks, speaking of, is the Marvel set canon? Invitorous says, I think it's considered a separate game. Chris says, I think Invitorous is probably correct in that, because we would be unable to ever reference any portion of it in it anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. I think so. I think all of our headcanons says that for HeroScape, pretty much anything goes when it comes to playing the game. As gameplay mechanics, the Marvel is significantly much stronger than most units on the HeroScape battlefield. So they do have a presence on the battlefield being much stronger. So it is definitely a different game. So for anyone out there that is excited for this and does like their Marvel and DC and superheroes, if this does well enough, you will get what you want. I promise you that. You will get what you want. So, because I'm sure they're going to want to work on it. I'm sure at some point they're going to want to work on it. Also, TierNex says, Valkyrie felt unnecessary. I don't think we'd be missing much if he were killed off. Chris says, we need a HeroScapers referendum survey on Valkyrie. Love to know where the community stands on that. Interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Valkyrie came out with the D&D. And so I know they can't really work with D&D stuff, but I like Valkyrie units. I think they're really cool. After learning about the lore of Valkyrie, I think he is perfect for the game. Just having a Valkyrie general that's just utter chaos is so awesome. I think he deserves to be in all of the things, because then what happens? So he has Valkyrie has a wellspring that's open, and so who's gonna be the first Valkyrie general to own 2 wellsprings? If the assumption that there is 15 wellsprings with 15 Valkyrie generals, somebody's gonna know he's dead. Who killed him off? Who's gonna get that wellspring? And everyone's gonna be looking at that person going, well, you can't have 2 wellsprings. We all gotta share it on the weekends. So, I think he should live and protect his wellspring. That's what I think. Vecna at Carmine. Hashtag save Valkyrie. Yeah! Hashtag save Valkyrie. Lincoln Tunnel says, all they have to do is save Valkyrie is give him a reason to exist. I think I just gave a good one, but you guys let me know. Back to Vecna. So Ukar is not all evil and lonely in his conquest. Even bad guys need friends. Chris says, you don't think Ukar is the only evil aligned Valkyrie, do you? I mean, we're just getting restarted here. Of course. Of course. Of course. I believe a lot of the stuff that we've seen is pretty evil looking, so including the bugs from the Craven Court or the Nemesis WarBrood. I gotta get used to that. Chris says you guys think you are the fans. The fact is that the AH team are fans of you guys. Okay, cool quote. I like it. Tim says more characters with flintlock era weaponry. Don't even care what style or aesthetic, just love these. Chris is like, you mean Dawn Raiders? And Tim goes, like pirates. Heck yeah, I'm down. Chris says, yeah, we're not done showing them off. Patience! Ladies and gentlemen, patience with these people. Patience. Come on. Craig is chiming in. Ladies and gentlemen, a star is born. The pirates were so much fun to work on. Dadscaper did a great job. Invidious asks Craig, what is your favorite pirate? He says, we are not yet to reveal him. Stay tuned, the Dawn Raiders are a mixed bag. You never know who's going to join in. Excellent. Craig continues, one of my favorite things about HeroScape is the terrain. It lets players be creative. Invidious says, damn, did Craig Van Ness just leak the new HeroScape is getting terrain? Chris, like, we want to make everyone happy. Chris, official announcement, HeroScape has Scape and Heroes, both essential it seems. Yeah, man! HeroScape! Okay, so, and Chris says, of course I read all these comments about what is on or off brand for HeroScape, and I think to myself, when was the last time you pulled your collection out that rubber made in your attic? Last time I checked, everything is HeroScape and everything is HeroScape. Hell yeah! Hell yes! Preach it! Preach it, Chris! Preach it, for the love of God! Preach it! Preach it! Come on! What? I was just talking about bringing Decepticons. We got Marvel. I mean, look at what the customs community brought to HeroScape. We got TARDISes. I mean, Robin Song. If you guys aren't familiar, go check out Robin Song on Facebook. He's got Among Us. He's got Pokemon. He's got Smash Brothers. We got Kirby. We got Halo. We got, what was the other thing that I saw the other day? I know I said Mario, but I mean, literally, just take a thing, put it on a base, make up some rules, and then we got HeroScape. I mean, literally, you just take a thing, you put it in the Valhalla, and it's part of HeroScape now. And it can't be undone. It just can't be undone. You can take, I don't know, this bottle of Afrin and just stick it on a base. Here we go. I got bases right here. You gotta stick this bottle of Afrin on a base, okay? And then this is our character, and it's got a snort ability, and it snorts at things. Just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter, okay? Take a nail clipper, okay? You take a nail clipper, you stick it on a base, and now we have the nail clipper ability. So, I mean, just do whatever. It doesn't matter. It just do whatever you want, man. Use your imagination. That's what the dev team is doing. That's what they did for HeroScape to begin with. Can I get that on a shirt? Everything is HeroScape and everything is HeroScape and HeroScape is everything. Can we get that as a shirt? Please, where is the merch? Where is the merch? I need that shirt. And I need it with Chris's face on the back or the front or something. Okay, can we get that? That'd be great. Thank you. Chris continues and says, I think where the community tends to trip themselves up is in a very narrow view of army compositions of the Valkyrie. I think it's time we collectively expand our definitions a bit and expect greater depth and of character to occur going forward. We want more from our story to be greater than a set of guideposts for army allocation. To me, Ukar is not just this one-dimensional source of absolute evil, driven solely by a single narrative. Hey, man. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it is to me. He's the evil one. You know, as a kid, right? Like, when I was playing this game in 2007, as a kid, I saw the Ukar cards and all the Deathwalkers and the Mara, and I'm like, he's the evil guy, bad. Red equals bad. You know, pointy things, bad. You know, Jandar, blue good. Simple, simplistic. But because the game is growing as we get older as well. And so to see this depth being fleshed out is beautiful. Artorias. Any unit, don't have to be specific, gone through major changes in this phase for whatever reason. Dadscaper responds, not what I would consider major changes. No, in the C3V, sometimes the design would get pretty far into the process, and we would decide to basically scrap it and push it back to the start. I was worried that would happen here. Not for any specific reason, but just because that can happen. But it hasn't. Powers change, stats change, but the concepts and themes have held tight on everything. It's made it easier. Well said. That's awesome. For quite a few units, we have designs that had to change when we got the art, which is fine. Working from existing sculpts is something that all of us except Sky have been doing for years, and it is exactly what Sky did back when he was designing in the Wizard of the Coast years. Cool. Very cool. Didn't know that. The link for this will be in the description below. You guys can go read it yourselves, but I figured if you guys want to just sit back and listen to me talk, I'm here for that. That's what I'm doing. Talking about New Raylan. Chris says, that amulet. It calls. The darkness can be entrapping. Difficult to turn away from. The power is immense, and the mind can only fight back for so long. Just a theory. Just a game theory! Grunge Bob says she's riding the never-released Manticore. That is doubly awesome. Never-released Manticore? I don't know who Grunge Bob is, but if there was plans to have a Manticore in the game, and this is the first time we're seeing it, that's awesome. I love that. I love it. Insert hexagon emoji here. And comment, I'll make a deal with the crew, though. I'll change up things next week on the designer's notes. Mix it up. How about on Monday we start talking terrain? Up to you all. We have many more units to share, but we keep seeing a lot of comments around the terrain. So there's your stinger. There's your tip for what our next video is going to be about. Okay, so this news from Discord is almost a week old now. Late on the 2nd, early on the 3rd, but somehow I just found out and I didn't see it posted on this thread. Dadscaper says, we were fortunate enough today to have the opportunity to add @Superfrog as a playtester. I'm glad he was available. We added 3 people yesterday. In addition to @Superfrog, we also were fortunate to get Vegetarian18 and Skytail. What? Congrats, guys! Congrats! Wow! There are many worthy people in the community. I want to give everybody hugs. I don't want anybody to feel left out, but so it goes. What? Sam's Dysel says, if you had to give me a list of people that needed to get brought in, it's a very high number. Before I'd feel like I added everyone that deserved it and would be a valuable asset. So true, and yet the nature of the beast is that the final number must be low. Well, yeah, you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. That's, you know, can't have too many cooks. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Oh, that's so awesome. Congrats. Oh, that's such great news. Oh, wow. I love that. I absolutely love that. We've got something from Facebook this time. For convenience, I'm transcribing it in the same way as everything else. Bryson Hoop says, I think it'll be set up that you won't need to buy more than one of a particular item, and there will be an all-in level that will be around 300 plus shipping. This is just my prediction, though. Christopher, that's in Carmine, says, I predict something different. Something different. Interesting. So I wonder what Bryson is saying is wrong. Is it the all-in factor, or is it the 300 plus shipping? Maybe it's free. I don't know, man. I'll never know. All right. Also, something for more immediate future. Chris goes on, Monday should be fun. I'm going to watch all the scalpers on eBay lose their minds. Uh-oh. All right, go. All right, we'll leave that till about next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. We hit the 300 mark. Thank you so much, guys. This is such a great ride for me, as well as everyone in the HeroScape community. So please hit that notification bell so you know when the next upload comes out. And just because I put a video out this week that I was recording this, I'm going to mention it to you guys right now as a reminder. October 1st, 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. There will be a live stream talking about Age of Annihilation news. Go check it out. Please, let's go support this game. If it isn't for us, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be making it anyway. So thank you for all of you guys supporting me, supporting the team, dev team for HeroScape. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it strong. Let's stay positive, and let's make sure that we have 10 more years, 100 years HeroScape, 14,000 years HeroScape, infinite HeroScape, okay? HeroScape Infinity, all right? Let's get that Infinity Saga going, okay? Once again, I'm not crazy. I'm Joe Crazy. Peace.